So again, congratulations, you have survived. Yes, you have survived for how many weeks? 15 weeks already, right? This is the week 15. 1-5. 1-5, right? Okay, you have survived 15 weeks. You have gone through the system. I hope after this, when you go out for other time, alright, when other people ask you something, you know what is accounting information system already. Do you know what is accounting information system? Alright, what is it? It's a system that collects, process, and generate or report the output, right? Nonsense to me, right? I've been repeating that for like every class. So over here, let me just recap on the final, right? That's why we are here. Why am I long-winded? Alright, long-winded short. I'm getting up everything. Alright, now we are looking at the final exam. Alright, final exam. Alright, so final exam. It will be what will be covered inside the final exam. Of course, it is clear. I have made it clear since the first class, which is you will have the chapter 7, which is the threads, right? Threads, did I say that? Threads? How do you spell threads? This is my English word. R-E-A-T. Is it threads? Right, you got the threads, right? In the chapter 7. It is very important to know what is threads. Alright? You know what is the threads? I think you all know what is threads already, right? Physically, I mean, like in your life, you also know that this is a threat to you. Alright? This is something which is will destroy you. Alright? So, but in AIS, we also learn about different threats. We learn about the threats that is that would arise, alright, or that would be impacting the computer, alright, or when there is a errors, alright, that will cause the threats to the company, which is loss of data, loss of making them lost, alright. Basically what happened? It will put the condition of the company in an unfavorable situation. Alright, a threat. Alright, a threat will bring such event. And what I want to highlight over here is very simple. Two things. Alright, one is we got the internal threats, and one is the external threats. Alright, make sure you know what's internal threat, what's external threats. Will you be asked directly? No. But it's how you're going to cook the answer, right? It's how you're going to cook the answer, right? You cannot cook the answer. You cannot cook something without the raw material, right? If you throw in, let's say, this battery into the food, of course, it's not a food anymore, right? So that's why these are the raw material, alright, all those ingredients that you need to cook the answer, alright. So over here also, when you talk about internal and external, then you will talk about whether it is computer related or not, right? Computer related or not. If it's computer related, then you got the cybercrime, and the security. Alright, then you talk about the security. So these are some of the ingredients, alright, or some of the points that you can use when you discuss in the answers. Alright, you can give some very general answer, which means your marks will be general. you can give some specific answer, then your marks will be specific. All right?
Sir,
Yes.
for computer-related threats, sir, can internal threats also be part of it?
Internal threats, parts of computer, it is possible depending on what kind of aspect you pointed out to.
If like unauthorized access?
Unauthorized access, yes, it is related to the computer.
Yeah, but like, for example, like if another department person is accessing another department's information without proper authorization, so it's considered internal threat, but computer related.
Yes, can be. You can say that. All right, when you write your answer, but make sure to be clear and specific. All right, clear and specific. Where am I? So of course, you have a lot of things over here going, but these are the main thing I want to highlight over here. Where sometimes you go to the exam, exam is 4 questions. All right. Maybe I should say the structure first. Is it? Should I say the structure first of the final exam, right? So let me just go up here. All right. So the final exam, you have four questions. All right. Question 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then each will be 25 marks. All right. And if you know my style, each and every one marks means 1 point. All right. This kind of focus. For the final, yes, 0.5 marks if it's not accurate, or if if the sentence when I read it doesn't bring up what you want to explain to me. All right. So another thing is that make sure that sentence when you write, make it clear. All right. The best if you can just put the point first. All right. Put the point clearly, and then explain from there onwards. All right. Then over here, I think these are the things that is very clear. The 2 questions over here, all right, will be from chapter 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? Wait, is it correct? 7? No. Is it the... No, it's not 7. I also gone wrong. It is chapter 5. Chapter 5 is a thread, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, this is 5 is the thread, right? Is it correct? Based on the study kit that I shared. 5, is it? Betul? I forgot what is the chapter, but the chapter on the threads itself. There's one whole chapter, right?
I think it's 7.
7 7. I can't remember. 5 or 7? 5. 5, right? I remember it's 5. All right, 5. This is threads. Okay, then we got the internal control, all right, which is the 6. Okay, knowing the threads over here, of course the threads, then you need to know what's the implication. Thread implication. What's the thread? What's the implication? But before that, you need to know what's the objective first. Okay, what is the objective? Okay, they give you a scenario, all right? Then that scenario sounds very innocent, right? Everything is correct. When you look at the scenario is correct, right? There's no problem in the scenario. So first you need to identify what is the objective of the scenario that they are pointing to. How are you going to know the objective? Very simple. Number one, look at which cycle they are talking on. And then number two, what are the specific activities? What are the specific activities that is involved in the case, all right? Then only from that specific activities, for example, regarding sales processing, sales order processing, all right? Example, regarding sales order processing, this is blah, 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 this company has something going on, all right? Then go back to this objective. We want to know that the first thing come to mind when we talk about sales order processing is we want to make sure that the sales order is complete, right? Their sales order is from a verified customer, so that you don't have some issue with the customer not paying, or the customer there's a loss in the. It's like the first state of the process. So you want to make sure that all the information inside the sales order is accurate, is correct, this kind of objectives, you know. Then only you go back to the case scenario. The case scenario will come out with a different scenario. Then from there, you focus on the objectives. Then you can identify the threats. You got what I'm trying to say? If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, it's okay. I have the answer later. We can look at the answer. Then I will reiterate what is my point. But if you can understand, means you understand, all right? Then we got this internal control. From each of these threats you identify, all right? For each of these threats you identify, you have to suggest the internal control. Suggesting the internal control is another interesting part, all right? But you also need some ingredient, right? You cannot suggest the internal control out of nowhere. The ingredient over here is, what's the ingredient? Can you remember? What's the ingredient? Yeah?
Preventive.
Yes. You got the preventive, you got the detective, and you got the corrective. All right, this is the ingredient you need. All right, ingredient that you need to suggest the internal control. Okay, you got this PDC. All right, preventive, detective, and corrective control. So within these three big controls, there is sub controls. All right. There are sub examples. What I'm talking about. Yeah, sub example. So for example, to prevent, you can suggest what? Access control, SOD. All right. Don't do this in a short form in the exam. All right. You write once and then you put bracket, then it's okay. Yes. Segregation of duties. Yeah.
So let's just say not a short point. It means like the main point. Can you write this?
Yes.
As the main point, and then the explanation below.
Yeah. Then you put a bracket SOD. All right. For example, you do segregation of duty, right? Then SOD. This is in the exam. Your writing will be something like this. All right. Then can use SOD later on. All right. Okay. Some example of detective control is, how do you detect?
Detect.
Yeah, detect. Yeah?
Reconciliation. Detect.
Reconciliation, correct? You can. What is it? Invoice processing? Not really, unless you can justify it.
Audit trail.
Audit trail. Of course, detective, you also can generate some, yes, exceptions, report. So basically, if there is something that is out of something like material amount, all right, then you can generate those kind of abstractional reports. For example, in your sales, you only have maybe credit note, right? Maybe you only have 10 or 20 ringgit, but suddenly there is one which is 10,000. This one is like you're generating a section report for the credit note to detect, all right, to detect whether there is a enter in the system or there's fraudulent activities that happen in the system, all right. Fraudulent activities, all right, make it clear, all right. And then corrective. You can do data recovery.
Incident response plan.
Yeah?
Incident response plan.
What is it?
Incident response plan.
Incident response plan, right? Yes. Another one is you can suggest the policy adjustment. All right. Corrective, of course, you can redo again, right? You can redo. Redo says adjust. You can redo again because it's corrective. All right. You will correct back.
Reprocessing transactions.
Reprocess. You can reprocess the transactions. Yeah?
Under corrective.
Corrective? Yes, under corrective. Yes. Okay, so these are all the ingredients. All right. Make sure when you answer the question, all right, when you suggest the internal control, you can pick from here, all right, and then make sure it fits to the scenario. So there's another question over here. Should you like this, all right, in the exam? Yeah. What is ANC? Access control. No aircon. Where am I? What I was trying to say? What I was trying to say? My mind just snapped off already. Oh yeah. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right. In the exam, all right. In the exam, it asked me, do you need to write this point out or not? All right. For example, threads. Threads. Do you need to write internal threads? Then write the internal threads. Put in like what's internal threads? For example, internal threads. A mistake, all right. Let's say a mistake or error entry, all right, by the employee, all right. So you put the internal threads or not? My suggestion is you put, all right, so that it is clear that you're pointing up to that perspective, all right. Like the internal control here also, so you put preventive and then put the like segregation of duties. My suggestion is put, all right, so that you are specific. so in the exam, if you put everything, internal, external, if you have time, you can do so, right? If you have time, you can do so, right? But the thing is that, yeah, if you have time, you can do so. But some of the answer, there will be no negative marking, all right? Means that I will not, just because you say wrong, -1 mark. No, there will be no -1 mark. Just that no marks, all right? If it's wrong, means it's wrong, 0. Okay? This is 5 and 6, all right? Then the 7 and 8 is respectively. Over here we talk about the revenue cycle. You got the what cycle? Revenue expenditure, right? And yeah, GL. Then over here is the production, and then HR and payroll. like this. All right. So over here, you will learn the objectives again, right? Just in case. The objectives in the study kit, all right, you will see that I highlight again the objectives for each of the cycles and how threads will be highlighted again, all right, for each of these, this and this, all right, 5 and then chapter 6, all right, I will go like this, okay. Just in case if you forget your midterm knowledge, chapter 1 to 4, you can just go back over here and read again these two chapters. All right. So when you come back over here, you tell me, is it sufficient to look at these two chapters without looking at this one? I leave them to you. All right, I leave them to you. I leave that to you. But basically, over here, these two questions, all right, these two questions will either hit one of these. It will either hit one of these, all right. These two questions, it will either hit one of these, and the focus over here, of course, it is very clear, right? First, you will talk about the threads, and then second, you will talk about the internal control. For the scenario, all right, there will be over here 5 scenario, all right. There will be 5 scenario given, all right, for each question. So 5 and 5, all right. There will be 5 scenario. Don't worry, the scenario is not long.
5 scenario.
Yeah, 5 scenario.
5 scenario.
Yeah, 5 mini scenario. It's not long. It's not like the midterm question 1. Our midterm question 1 scenario is very long, right? No. This is shorter, right? It's like 1 or 2 sentences. All right, 1 or 2 long sentences. All right. Don't worry, it's easier than midterm. The content, all right, is easier than midterm, but it challenges you on different aspects now. All right, it challenges you on understanding the threads. All right, analyzing the threads and recommending the internal controls. Okay.
So
Yeah.
5 scenarios for each question.
Yes.
It's tested on 5 cycles.
No, the cycle is only 2 cycles. Over here, it might be, I'm just saying example, alright? Example, okay? Question 1.
Example, sir.
No, I don't know, alright? Question 1 might be, alright, it might be, we got the expenditure. It might be GL, okay? Question 2, it might be HR, okay? I don't know, alright? I don't know, it might be, alright? We haven't come down to question 3 yet, but this is something that is might be. Don't come back to me and say that, oh, it's not right. Right? It might be, alright? It might not be, alright? It might be, it might not be. I might be trolling you, alright? I might be trolling you, I might be scamming you, alright? I don't know, alright? It might be, not might be. But anyway, it's the same. It's the same thing. It wouldn't hurt you to learn all the 5 cycles because it's the same thing anyway, right? Just that the difference is what? The difference is the objectives, alright? The key of all to learn to conquer these 2 questions for your final exam is you understand the objectives of each cycles. You must be very clear. What are you doing in a sales revenue cycle? To make sure that your company can generate money. Alright? How to do that? Record the sales correctly, record the receipt correctly, these objectives, right? Then inside there, you must make sure that you know each of the activities, each of the objectives. They don't exist for no reason, right? Each of the objectives, right? It don't exist for no reason, right? There must be a purpose. Why is it we must have billing, for example, right? Why is it we must have a delivery order activities? It doesn't exist just for fun, alright? Each of these objectives, you must know them clearly. Then only you can know that the scenario, the given scenario, from the given scenario, what is the problem or potential threats that would arise from the scenario, right?
Scenario, would it be like clear cut, you can know what is the threat, or would it be very like subtle?
Scenario is very challenging, alright? The scenario is very challenging.
This question scenario.
Yes, this question scenario is very challenging. That's why you must really know the objectives. If you know the objectives, then you know what's wrong. You understand? If you know the objective of billing, the objective of billing is to make sure that you bill the customer correct amount, to make sure that the customer are given a full, accurate invoices, to make sure that you call the customer to pay on this amount, right? Then there will be some scenario, right? Some scenario challenging you on that particular objectives. All right, we'll look at it later, right?
We won't able to identify like by just looking at like taking a glance, we won't able to identify the.
You can identify. You can identify if you are well, if you are well prepared.
For example, like
It's like this, all right? It's like this. 9 times 9 is 81, all right? Automatically, you can identify from your brain. Is it correct? You don't need to go and calculate, right? Like 3 plus 4 is 7. Straight away come out to your brain.
So technically, like for example, they say for example, this company is using manual system to process their transaction. By doing so, they overlook many customers like credits and full stop. But as a result, they're able to improve their overall company sales by not looking at the credit level to sales.
Yes.
So it will be something like that lah.
Yes.
We won't have clear cut, but we know okay, they are what they are doing. They manual, they are not checking their credits.
Yes. You're right. Something like this. Yeah, I think that's it about this first part, which is the part 3. All right, this is part 3, right? Part 3 of our learning objectives. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So far, so good. Are you still with me? All right. Now we go to the 9. All right, 9 is on what? The ET, right? Emerging technology. All right. Emerging technology. Over here, also same again. You must know the objectives of the process. All right. The process, objectives of the cycles. All right. And then what are the activities that they are trying to do? For example, issuing invoices, right? They want to make sure that they can issue fast invoices, or they want to verify the sales order. They want to make sure that they want to verify the customer credit limit, right? Then how do you improve that process? If you check one by one, it will be slow. Then you can advise the robotic process automation. In this case, in this context, of course, if you look at the threats, then there will be a potential threat of this system to the RPA to overlook the problematic customer, which provide a false credit information, right? But in this context, you want to focus on how to use the emerging technology. Alright, this is very important. Right? How the emerging technology can improve the organization's business processes in terms of the efficiency and effectiveness. Alright, this is the objective of this chapter itself. Alright, how the emerging technology can improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of the processes. Alright, you can see the process is going. Alright, and how this technology can boost the efficiency and the effectiveness. Of course, over here, if we talk about the efficiency, we look at the RPA. You look at the AI. Also, it can be effective, alright. When you talk about AI, there are less human interactions. They are more accurate, alright. Then you got the blockchain, and you got the cloud, right? You have these four, but also there's one over here, Internet of Things. Internet of Things is basically combining different devices into a single network, alright? Processing, you can, like in your phone, you can use your phone to connect to your icon, right? You can use your phone to connect to the TV. IoT is like in a factory. Yeah, it's like, that is a good example, like a very simple example. But that is applied to us. But what about apply in the business? In the business, you got the factory. And then you want all the factory to automate things, right? Automatically, they will shut down the light. Automatically, they will process the assembly of the part. Then they apply this IoT into the factory. They call it the smart factory. However, don't worry. In the case scenario, I have this IoT, but in the final exam, I don't have it. All right, I don't have this one. But in the case question, there's IoT. But in the final, there's no IoT because I didn't cover it. All right. Yes. The case question for the textbook. This is in the study kit, alright? In the study kit, the example they have the IoT. But in the final exam, no IoT, alright? You can kill this, alright? Away, alright? There's no IoT in the final exam. Just in case, right? Just in case when you go back and then during the study week, you try the questions and then you see something like IoT come out, then you blow my phone out. Like we got 115 students, 115 times come in. What is IoT? Then I will be answering one by one, right? But I put it clear here. But don't worry, I expect that you will ask me again. Anyway, I am mentally prepared. All right. Over here, one more important point is you must make sure that you understand each of every emerging technology over here, right? They are important. All right. Make sure you know why is it. Make sure you must know why. First, you must know what is them. All right. What is this technologies? All right. And then why is it they are important? Why is it important to your company? Why is it important to the business process? All right. And then you want to ask also the question on how this will improve, how this will improve the business processes. Okay, this is the first part. The second part is you want to also know what is the very important, what is the big C. What is the C over here? What is the challenges? What is the challenges? For the cloud ERP, we can talk about, of course, you know what is this, right? Yeah. So if no Wi-Fi means cloud is gone, right? You cannot use the system anymore. The challenges. Of course, there are more of the example over here. All right. You can go and identify them. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't want to drag too long. Now we are going to number 10, chapter 10. I think chapter 10 you're still okay, right? Just like a few weeks ago only. Okay, you're still fresh. Are you still fresh in chapter 10? No. The chapter 10 is about the B.
Big data.
Yes, big data. Big data and the data analytics. Oh, okay. I thought your friend want to come down and punch me, like he got pissed off already, we don't know what will happen from your generation. You are the Gen Z, right? There is a case where the student can use the gun to shoot. Not here, right? America, right? so you want to come down and want to attack me already, I thought. Okay. Analytics, alright. Big data and data analytics. This chapter itself also straightforward. Very straightforward, right? This chapter itself is very straightforward. This chapter is like a bonus chapter, alright? They are so straightforward. They are so clear, alright? The ingredient over here is we got the 6V, alright? 6V, okay? For the big data. Make sure you know what is the 6V, alright? Know how to explain them, alright? Know how to explain the 6V, okay? Then of course this one, data analytics, there is four analytics, right? Remember them? Descriptive, we got diagnostic, and predictive and prescriptive, alright? We got the four. In the tutorial we try one, right? And then another two, the second one, diagnostic, just a very simple one, alright? We did a very simple tutorial on this using the Power BI. Still remember them? Are you there in the tutorial? If you are there, then it's okay. If you are not there, then you might be missing something out, alright? Very important, over here, when you talk about the data analytics, in the exam, if the question call you to suggest the analytics, first of all, of course, you must suggest the correct analytics, alright, to fit the scenario. Then you must also clearly state what kind of objectives, alright, you want to suggest for the particular analysis. Descriptive analysis is descriptive analysis, right, is like where happened, right? What has happened in your company. And then they give you a scenario, and then from the scenario, you need to tell or recommend what kind of objectives or what kind of descriptive analysis you want to suggest. For example, you can suggest to create a dashboard to look at the sales, right, for different brands, and also to make it interactive so that you can look at the different level of profit margin. All right. For example, all right, like what we have done in the tutorial. Okay, like what we have done in the tutorial. For the other two, the predictive and the prescriptive, please go and look at the tutorial notes. They are important. Look at them. When you want to suggest, when you are called to propose or suggest, then you need such ingredient. All right, such ingredient to answer the questions. Otherwise, your marks will be only the point. All right, you only get the point for that marks. All right, you will not get the full marks or the descriptions which is specific to the scenario.
Example is like for example regarding the descriptive, when they want to explain a product, right? Because it summarizes historical data, and then it suggests them like we could I would suggest them using visualization tools such as Power BI to summarize their sales for the year or whatever.
Like sales to what?
Summarize the sales to
the case. Follow the case. The case will tell you what kind of what things they are looking at or what things they are being question mark. Like for example, they are not example. All right. They have a customer dissatisfaction. All right. Or they're seeing their sales is not doing well in throughout the year. All right. Then you need to do a diagnosis test. Then they give you something. The scenario will give you some input on the context. Then from that input of the context, you need to specifically suggest, okay, maybe they can break down or drill down and look into the brands, or they can drill down and look into the product. All right. What kind of product? The case will tell you. All right. The case will be specific enough to tell you what is happening. All right. To push yourself to the maximum limit. All right. I mean to push the marks to the maximum limit, which is 100%. All right. You must have those elements. Okay. But if you just suggest that, okay, this company can use Power BI to do data visualization on the sales, then you get only the general point. All right. You will not get the full marks.
You're going to say like what the Power BI does.
Yeah, what the Power BI does following the case scenario. For example, they are looking at the different product or different brands or regions. You can point out, and then like what kind of product they are talking about. For example, books, right? For example, coffee, umbrellas maybe. All right.
So technically, so for every kind of question, that question they ask for every scenario they give us, right? Like how many, like you have to give me, for example, they ask us like descriptive analysis. How many descriptive analysis you want to give, like the examples?
How many? You look at the answer, the marks. So if there is a false scenario, all right, false scenario, then if the marks is 8, you got 4, so each one will be 2, right? So the best is to give 2, and then 2, and then 2, means 8 lah. You got what I'm trying to say? I think I'm confusing you. 8 marks for 4 scenario. It means 1 scenario is 2 marks. It means 2 marks means 1 mark, 1 point, or 1 description. So another one, another description, another example lah. All right.
Oh, so for 1 mark, it's not like he say it's one and then he explains for 2 marks. It's just if they give the example and the points is only 1 mark.
Example is 1 mark. Example, because the point will be another question. All right, there will be the point is when you are discussing is it descriptive or not, right? That will be on another question. And then the following question we're asking you, it will ask you about what kind of techniques or tools you can recommend. You understand?
So when they ask us the technique and tool, so when we, for example, we say like visualization data, Power BI, that is 1 mark. Visualization data, Power BI, explain how the Power BI works.
Yes.
That is only 1 mark.
Yes, 1 mark. 1 mark. Yeah, 1 point explanation, 1 mark. Yes. Yes. Another point, another mark.
So like sometimes just got the.
So example, if you only have Power BI in your brain, make one example of Power BI. Number 2, you also put Power BI, and then make another example from the Power BI. Maybe the first one you look at the specific product. Second one you look at the region.
So like if you want to add something like you want to like maybe like basic data and physics, you want to like do some things and you want to explain to them
Yes.
But only 1 mark.
Yes. So split it into 2 lah, right? My suggestion is very simple. You don't put A and B. A is A and then B is B. Alright? Okay? A is A, B is B. So you say that maybe you can use data analytics, Power BI to look at the region and the product. Right? So you split them, right? Look at the region and then full stop. And then on the next point, they can look at the product. Okay? So finally, last week, right? Last week we look at the audit. Okay, audit. Basically, we look at 2 things. One is how the auditor. What is the 2 things we look at? One is the system, right? The auditor used to audit. The second one is we look at how the auditor audit the system. Alright, this is different thing, you know. Different thing, completely different thing. Audit use the audit system, we call it audit system, right? CAAT. Computerized assisted audit tools, right? And techniques. That is audit using the system to perform audit. But audit the system is the AIS system. Okay. What kind of thing that we look at is over here. Example is CAT, right? Auditor use the system to audit. Over here we look at the AIS, right? They audit the AIS. We look at what is the thing that we look at? Only one important point over here is what is this? Yes. The IPO, right? Remember the IPO?
Yes.
This is the only important thing that we look at, data integrity. Make sure that the input, process, and output is controlled. This is related, or somehow it goes back to here, right? It goes back to here. Somehow this chapter, alright, it goes back up to the internal control. Alright, how the auditor want to make sure that they have the relation. You want to make sure that the system is well controlled, right? You want to make sure that the system is protected. But over here we look at the IPO, alright, the data integrity, how the input, process, and output of the system. Yeah? System controls. Alright. So let me go back over here. So we got the over here 3 and 4. We look at chapter 9, 10, and 11. Oh, very simple. 3 chapter only, right? If you tembak, right? If you tembak 2, you know what's tembak? You know what's tembak? Tembak. Our international friend, do you know what's tembak? Shoot, alright, you know, in the exam, sometimes you just want to shoot, right? You don't want to read the whole thing. The whole thing is too many, right? You say that you're too busy for your life. You're too busy for your life, you want to shoot which chapter will come out, right? So, so you're lucky you come to this class for these 2 questions over here. There's 3 chance. So if you shoot any 2, you will get 1 for sure. You understand? If you shoot any 2, let's say you take these 2, you will confirm that one question will confirm come out. Okay? If you shoot these 2, 1 question will confirm come out. Alright? If you shoot this or this, alright, 1 question will confirm come out. So it's better, right? But of course, if you hear my explanation just now, you should know already, alright? It is very clear. Yeah, it's very clear, alright? It's indirectly clear. Indirectly clear. Indirectly clear. That's all actually. Over here, these 2 questions, alright? Let me go into more specific. You will be expecting only 4 and 4 scenario over here, alright? Over to the first 2, you'll be expecting 5 scenario. Over to the following 2 more questions, you'll be expecting 4 scenario. Of course, good luck. Good luck for your final exam. Yes, I haven't ended yet. So this is the Alright, this is the answer, alright, that I give you in the Google Drive. So just in case, alright, I put it very clear over here. Let me just go to this draw. Okay. So look into this and this, alright, this will guide you on how to answer in more detail, right? Just in case, for those who cannot understand what I'm trying to say, I doubt you will go and listen to this video again anyway, unless you want to sleep, right? Then you listen to the video. What I do is usually I open, I listen to like maybe 1 second only, then click to the middle, click to the 75%, click to the 99%, and then finish. Then close, very close. X. So yeah, point out these 2 over here. Okay, let me go down over here. These are all the notes, alright? You should, okay, like it or not, go and learn everything inside here, alright? Read them inside here. So here, this is what I'm trying to point out to you. So for example, over here, so very fast over here, okay? If you see the scenario 1, alright, you see the bright marks still seem prioritized order entry speed, leading to order being processed without verifying the detail. Okay, these are example of scenario that you will face in your final exam. Example, all right? It might be, it might not be. Okay. So first thing you must, when you come to these kind of questions over here, first thing you should do is what? Understand what's the objective first. So here, look at the objective. The primary goal of data order entry is to ensure all customer orders are accurately recorded, verified, and authorized, right? This reduces the risk processing incomplete or fraudulent orders, which lead to the financial loss, customer dissatisfactions, or inventory mismanagement. Right, these are the objectives. So come back to over here, you see what's the problem? The problem is if you threaten this objective, right? If this is to happen in your company, all right? Let's say you are managing a company, and then if this is to happen in your company, it will threaten the original objectives of the company. Then you can come over here, you can say the threats, right? From the objective, you can identify the threats. Over here is the stuff. Is it 100%? I don't know, is it 100% or whose one? Alright. What I'm trying to say, alright. Okay, over here, example, right? Internal threats, sales staff skip the verifications. Alright, luckily she's not coming down to, chop me off, say that making too much nonsense already, right? Razin, you're not going to come down and chop me off. Where am I? Sales staff skip the verification process to meet the target. This may result in error such as incorrect customer information or unverified payment detail. Alright, these are example of threats. Then you got the control here. Okay, I think these are all of these are the answer already. Just in case if you still cannot understand, alright. See, I don't want to. Everything's over here, right? Go through them. My last word to you. Yeah? Yeah, if I go through the answer, we don't have time anymore because I got something else prepared. I think if you go through this answer, you still have problem, please come and tell me. Alright, come and tell me. Can come back to me, alright, for some clarification. However, if you message me during the weekend, alright, or midnight, I might not reply to you. When you message me when I'm out of my gadget, it means I'm out of work lah. You just with my phone, I want to play some game, then you message me, I will ignore you lah. Okay. Yeah, I think pretty much that's it. Alright, that's it for the final exam revision a bit. Alright, we did touch a bit on the revision, on the ingredient that you need, and then this is the answers, which means the example of questions that you should go through all. Make sure go through everything. Go through everything, you will get at least 80% out of 100. You will get at least 80% out of 100. And lastly, before I end, I want to do some quiz over here. I tried to do this one. So, if you know about this game, do you know this game? Alright, let's try some game over here. Alright, just for fun. Yeah, just for fun. Before I end the class, alright. Or pin number? Yeah? Cannot join, why? Full. How many is the max? Tell me to upgrade now. Oh, 20 is the maximum limit. Player limit has reached. Oh, okay. I apologize. It seems that only 20% can join. So the early bird will only try. I didn't know that there's a limit. There's a limit. Yeah, so the others, you can just tag along. Okay? Shall I start now? Okay. Let's start. Is there some? Let me see. Okay, what is broad triangle? Oh, there's someone answer. There's someone answer conspiracy theory. What is a conspiracy theory? It means you are guessing, like a conspiracy. Interesting, huh? Let me go next. Shiraz. Who is Shiraz? Oh, well done. Okay, now next question, okay? Okay, shall go? Next, okay. Which of the following is not a type of computer fraud? Oh, this is very clear. Oh, who put inside the trader? Inside the trade? It's somehow related to the computer. The one double entry bookkeeping is confirmed it's not the threats. Alright. Okay, next question. Are you ready? Okay. Oh wait. Oh baby, who's baby? Okay. Alright, next question. We got 18 questions actually. What is the primary objectives of internal control? What's the primary objective? Primary goal? Who is on the answer to answer to confuse the employees? Well done for those who answer to confuse employee. Alright, let me see who's on the board. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Alright, let me go to the next one. Ready? Okay, go. What does ERM stand for? Oh, someone answer enhanced reporting mechanism. Someone answer extreme risk management. You guys are too extreme lah. Alright, it's not extreme. Let me see. Oh. Okay, don't worry. Alright, let me go to the next question. Okay. Next. Alright. What is an example of preventive control? Okay, this one. Oh, investigating fraud after it occurs. After it occurs, it's not preventive already, right? Yeah? It is corrective. investigating fraud after it occurred. You became detective, right? Because you're investigating the fraud. Correcting an error in a financial report. That one's just, that's a correcting control already, okay? See who is the next, who's the, oh, still going tough, alright? Maybe it's still going tough. Okay, next. Which of these is a potential threat in the expenditure cycle? Expenditure cycle, you know. Oh, that one correct. What happened to the other people? What happened to the other people? Let me see. Oh, see, I'm sure it's, who's the Donald Trump up to fourth place? Okay, right, next. Which of these is not an example of cybercrime? This is very clear. Installing ransomware. Oh, still got people say that one's not an example. Installing ransomware is example of cybercrime. You want to ransom other people's data. Seals. Oh. Okay, now next question. Why is data integrity important in AIS? Oh, to avoid hiring new accountants. To save space on hard drive. Very interesting. To avoid hiring new accountants. Let me see. Oh, baby is still strong. Okay, next. What if AIS lack proper internal control? Oh, who is the one that answer business profit double? No internal control, your profit become double. Very interesting, alright. You see. Oh, still top. Okay. Alright, ready for the next one? Okay. What does cloud ERP allows businesses to do? Oh, manage financial data on spreadsheet. Of course, this is a must remember thing, alright? Cloud ERP versus normal ERP, differences is being online, okay? See who's... Oh! It's going up! Oh! Okay, don't worry. Next question, alright? What is the main benefit of using blockchain in AIS? Oh, okay. Okay, at least we got 12. There are some people say that make financial report colorful. I think this person should have put A, right? Generating random invoices for fun. Automating payroll without taxes. Okay, let's see who. Oh. Okay, next. Okay, we're almost to the end, you know. Oh, double point. Which emerging technology is most suitable for automating repetitive tasks in AIS? Oh, okay. Oh, who is Wenfu? Wenfu has a streak with 7 correct in a row. Okay, next. Big data has 6 characteristics. Which of these is not one of them? Oh, this is very simple, right? Oh, velocity. Forgot the speedometer that I draw. It's inside. Versatility is not. All right. Oh, Yushuan is catching up. Okay, next. Why is veracity important in big data? Oh, wow. Everyone gets correct. What happened to another 4 of them? You didn't put it in time, is it? Yeah? Oh, got kicked out? Why? Was it? Only 20. Oh. But over here only 16 answer. Only 18. Oh. The line problem. Too bad. Alright, next. Oh. Okay, we're almost to the end. Let me see. 15 out of 18, alright? Which of the following data analytics predicts the future trends? This is very simple. Oh, some people say descriptive. One person said descriptive predict future. You forgot the ball that I draw, is it? What the magic ball? Let's see what happened over here. Oh, Shiraz is still the top. Okay, next. Got 3 more questions. Retail company wants to understand why sales drop in one region. Which analysis type should they use? Oh, they want to know why, right? Why they drop. So you should check the diagnostic. It's not what happened. If they want to know the overall profit, overall sales, then it's descriptive. Okay? Let's see over here. Oh, Yushan. Who is Yushan? Okay, don't worry, alright? We have another 3 more questions, right? Or 2? 2 more questions. Okay. Alright, next. Oh. Oh. Forgot to give accountant hiking trail run. Accountant is not going to hiking, alright? This literally hiking means hiking. Alright, let's see. Oh. Okay, next. Alright, this is the last question. I hope you all are having fun, alright? Okay. Another double point. I think your friend already said the answer out just now, right? Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's see who's the Tandomian. Who's A? Oh. Shiraz, and the winner is Yushuan. Yeah.